Well, we left you last week with our Jester finally looking like a real car. Well, progress has gone on. We're still working on the heater, still trying to get that sorted. We've made a little box to raise the heater up so it won't be on these foam blocks anymore. And as you can see, it's starting to look like a real car. What we've been concentrating on is the heater tubes. We've bonded in the first one, and to start off with that, what we did is lay it down, put some weights on so it didn't move around on the upturned body, and then we sealed off the ends of the tube with tape. Now, duct tape isn't naturally going to be strong enough, but what we then do is laminate onto that, creating a strong box when the GRP dries, and then we laid GRP fiberglass with a resin down the side, dabbling it in with a brush and then following up with rollers. So we put the body on, checked for clearance, found that it was fine. And then we discovered a bit of a snag. Now don't worry, he hasn't gone completely mad, that is part of the instructions. You see, the Jester originally had a flat windscreen, and it had a flat windscreen frame which mounted on two mounds, if you like, on the corner of the body shell. Well, ours has got a curved windscreen, and therefore you've got to remove these mounds so that the moulding will sit down. The reason why we're trying it now is that we've possibly got a bit of a problem. One of the differences between the flat screened version and the curved screen version of the Jester is that the curved screen version has a single windscreen wiper, whereas the flat screen version has two. Now, if you remember from last week, I had this brilliant idea for fitting a couple of tubes underneath the dashboard. One for the demist on the windscreen, so that you've got a nice tube with through flow of air. And the other one was going to take an air intake from outside the wheel arch here, which was going to mount underneath here. John pointed out that that's roughly where the windscreen wiper motor wants to be, because in the instructions it says to use one of these, an Uno motor. And this will need to sit underneath the bodywork, smack bang in middle of my air intake for my heater. Bit of a snag, but we've got a possible solution. This is a Panda windscreen wiper motor, and as you can see, it works on a remote system. You've got an arm here, so the motor actually sits to one side. Now, I've kind of calculated that if you fit this, and we can find a left-hand drive version, we could fit this reverse to the position it should be in, so it's on the driver's side. And then this, which sits above our box about here, just below the screen, will clear my air intake, so my idea can still work. So what we're doing now is we're just settling the windscreen in place, removing the mounds as per instructions, and just making sure that this system will work. If not, back to the drawing board with the heater, I suppose.